Hello ladies and gentlemen, well, my name is Itzzaboy and welcome back to Pokemon StormSilver. It's been a very long time since I've played this game, very long time since I've done anything on the channel. Had a lot of things going on in life, not so much distracted me, but drained me. I was aware of the fact that the channel wasn't getting any uploads, but there wasn't much I could do about it. So, over that now. Thankfully, and now prepared to, as we said in the last episode, take on Faulkner, who, if I remember correctly, should now be in here. Yes? Yes. Okay. So Faulkner was always bullshit in the original Gold and Silver because he had a level 9 Pidgeotto. Really? That thing doesn't evolve till level 16, what are you saying? So I could just skip all the trainers if I really wanted to, but I think we should be getting some EXP for the weaker members of our team. We don't have an EXP share yet. Okay. Now, the trainers in this gym, the first one always had a Spearow, and the second one always had a couple of Pidgey. I will imagine that's been changed for this, and they're going to have something a little bit different. Right. So let's see, yeah, that's definitely different. That's 3 Pokemon, and that's a level 11 Spearow, not a level 9 one. So, Nibble is not going to do the job here. Let's see if Buck can manage it. Fury attack. When I played this game originally, I had a Chinese version of the game. I think the first few sentences of the game were translated to English, and then the rest of it was in Chinese, so I didn't understand anything. And I just really caught Pokemon, I couldn't be asked to train them, so I kept going up against this level 9 Spearow with level 3 Bellsprouts and Sentret, and it really didn't end very well. I would basically have to rely on my starter, which was usually Cyndaquil, but ripping everything apart in the Sprout Tower, and then being able to just sweep everything in this gym. Otherwise, I'd be there for a very long time. It's also interesting that this... Ooh. No, we don't like crits. Why are you critting? So we're going to send out Nibble so we'll get a little bit of EXP off this. This particular save cartridge, as well as being in a foreign language, was also unable to save games. Is it just me or does that Pachirisu sprite look really big? Looks bigger than normal. What was I saying? Yeah, so not only was it in a foreign language, but it was also unable to save the game. Which, in Pokemon, is a bit annoying, because it's not really a game you can complete in a day, unless you put a lot of time into it. So, basically, I was relying on this Game Boy Color, which I don't know if people remember. In the Game Boy Color, you either used AA batteries in the back of it, or you used a rechargeable battery pack. I had the battery pack, which was great because I literally just could plug the Game Boy into the wall and it just recharged the battery pack, as opposed to replacing the batteries every so often, which would have cost a fortune. The problem being that if you knocked this battery pack ever so slightly, the game would freeze. If you accidentally unplugged the little cable that plugged into the bottom of the Game Boy accidentally, the game would freeze/disconnect. And of course, it could never run out of power. If you ran out of power while you were out and about, you would basically have to hope that it wouldn't run out before you got home, or it would just die on you and you'd have to start all over again. Which isn't great, as you can imagine. Pokemon is not a game meant to be completed in a day, as I was saying, so if it cuts out on you, you tend to get rather frustrated. I was very young at the time as well, it upset me a great deal. So I would usually only really get as far as, say, Goldenrod, sometimes progressed onwards to perhaps Olivine City, or perhaps even the Lake of Rage, but I generally wouldn't last much longer than that because the battery would run out or something. That changed when I got a little bit older. I ended up borrowing someone's Pokemon Crystal. I mean, obviously Pokemon Crystal was a little bit different from Gold and Silver. It was pretty much better, it had more features. And this cartridge is actually able to save the game, which was fantastic. I mean, by this point, I had already had my first Pokemon games. My first Pokemon games, for those who don't know, were Pokemon Ruby and Pokemon Sapphire. I received on my birthday. And obviously, at this point, I still had my Pokemon Gold. I was playing it in a Game Boy SP at this point. But like having my own proper English Pokemon game, being able to save it, was a big change. And I loved it. I played those games relentlessly, and to this day they are my favourite. Well, Pokemon Emerald will probably be my favourite game. Alpha and Sapphire are good, but I enjoyed Emerald a hell of a lot. It's, I think, to this day my favourite Pokemon game. Mainline Pokemon game. Of course, there's the spin-off games, which I'm torn between. I loved Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, I loved Pokemon Conquest. Both were very good games, in my opinion. I would love to play Pokemon Conquest on this channel, because I reckon it's quite interesting to watch. And it's also a very underrated game. But the problem is that I can only find one ROM of it, and it runs like absolute arse. It runs at about 40% speed, which isn't great. It ruins the music, it makes the gameplay very slow. I mean, it doesn't technically affect the gameplay since it's a turn-based game, but I can't imagine it'd be very interesting to watch. So we're going to quickly run and heal up now, before we take on Faulkner. As far as I'm aware, he'll have a different party, but his main Pokemon will still be a Pidgeotto. So we shouldn't have too many issues. I mean, Buck died to a critical hit, which I think is a little bit unfair. And then we lost Nibble because I wasn't paying attention. But enough of that. I'll get rid of things on the screen for you. Hopefully that didn't affect the recording at all. If so, I do apologise. You didn't miss anything. You missed the very repetitive healing sequence. So, I imagine he'll probably have another Pokemon. I mean, in the originals I think he had... It was either Pidgey and Pidgeotto or Spearow and Pidgeotto, but I imagine he'll have at least one extra party member this time. Right, we're going to start off with Nibble again for experience reasons. Yep, electric. Birds don't like electric. No flying types like electric moves, except unless they're called Tropius, Gligar, or Gliscor. Right. Six Pokemon. Right. This is going to be difficult, I think. I only have 4. Let's see. The gym leader music for the original Gold and Silver was brilliant. It still sends chills up my spine. Don't get me wrong, they really did well with making this music better. Ooh, that hurts. That hurts a lot. I think we might have to switch out here. I mean, the Gold and Silver ones, they were revamped and they sound good and everything, but it doesn't send the chills up my spine that the original themes did. Those were fantastic. Gonna fry this Dodobo. This should KO it. Can't see any reason as to why it wouldn't. Nope, there we go. So, Nibble, Buck, and Fu getting experience. I can't remember why I called this Pachirisu Fu. If anybody remembers, feel free to let me know. Let's see. Alright, was that a custom Pokeball entrance with the sticker things? It looked like it. Oh, I don't think Buck's gonna survive this. Go on. Nope. This is a problem. Definitely gonna need to train Buck and Nibble up because they're falling behind in levels rather rapidly. Alright, so if I get food to spark the hell out of this Pidgeotto and hopefully get it out of the way. Didn't really want to just sweep the gym with food, to be honest. Ooh, paralysis, thank you very much. But it looks like I might have to. Probably should have done some off-screen training. Oh well. So Patchery should make short work of his entire team, barring he doesn't have a Gliscor. Gliscor. Won't have a Gliscor at this, it'll be a Gligar. But I doubt it would. Oh, excuse me. I doubt he would have a Gligar for the first gym. I just couldn't see it happening. It's a lot of EXP. I'd love to have shared that around a bit. Oh, a Chatot. I do like Chatot. It's a very... It's not a great Pokemon stat-wise, but I love the idea behind it. I love the gimmick behind it. Don't like its sprite in this game, though. Those eyes. Look at those eyes. This is gonna hurt. That's gonna do a lot of damage. And Pearl's pretty good on the special defense and lost nearly a third of the health there. Just because... Jesus Christ. Right, this should be Chatot going down. Right, Nibble should be able to take a Murkrow on, although I have a horrible feeling Murkrow will have Aerial Ace like the rest of his team. We'll see. Nibble should be able to survive at least one Aerial Ace. If... Oh, survive, please survive, please survive. There we go. What people don't know is Nincada actually has a very high defense stat. Just Nincada in general, right. Food's going to need to take this on because Murkrow being part Dark type, Pearl can't touch it. Why do I get the feeling this Murkrow is going to be a problem? I'm going to spark that. That should KO it. Right, not too bad. Nibble gains some EXP. And a Swablu. Again, Foo's getting a hell of a lot of XP when he really didn't want him to. I don't like taking gyms on with just one Pokemon because they just get horribly over-leveled ahead of the rest of the team. Although, going through Rock Tunnel with all the Geodudes and Onyxes, I don't think I'm going to be using Foo much anyway, so the rest of the team should be packing on some XP. Thinking about it, I don't actually have... Swablu has Solar Beam? And that was a crit. Special attacking Swablu, ladies and gentlemen. Don't know why Swablu would be packing a grass move, but... Hey! Whatever you want, I guess. And then Farfetch'd. I don't know if they changed Farfetch'd. I think they've changed it to Flying Fighting, but I might be wrong. I'm also making a Pokemon run where I have changed Farfetch'd to Flying and Fighting, so I don't know. I can't remember whether they did the same in this or not. Endure. No, keep old moves. Thank you very much. Give up on Endure. Alright, and that's Faulkner beat it. Rather happy that I did not die to the first gym leader. That's a Zephyr badge. So I imagine I'll be getting Aerial Ace from Faulkner, considering his entire team had Aerial Ace. So I can use HM Rock Smash. Roost. Your entire team has Aerial Ace and you give me Roost. Can't believe this. Right, okay. Oh, Professor Elm. Can I help you? I wonder. Normally you take this egg and a Togepi will hatch out of it, but I wonder if they've changed that for this game. Well, so I didn't read that properly. Where is the egg? It used to be in the Pokemon Center, but they might have changed it. There's a lot of people in here. Is it you? What about you? Is it you? Oh! Okay, that will do. That will do nicely. Could definitely make use of that. Is he in the Pokemon, maybe? I remember him being in a building somewhere. Is it you? This is you! Alright, we'll take the egg, I guess. Okay. So yeah, in the original games, this egg was Togepi. Will they have changed that? Oh yeah. Mother's been spending my money again. Super potion. Yeah, I suppose it's not too bad. Ah, yes, the kimono girls. It's an important egg. Yes, I remember when I first played this game and being really surprised about this whole kimono girls thing. Oh, who are you? Oh, Faulkner. Ah, right, okay. Obviously only seen Faulkner's sprite from the front. It looked a bit weird from the side. Yeah, fair enough. So, this will be a little bit of a short episode, I'm afraid. I've, again, made the mistake of not thinking of anything to talk about, and I clearly need to do some off-screen training before I carry on. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this episode here. Hopefully it wasn't too boring. Hopefully the gym battle made it interesting enough to watch. I sure hope so. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Itzzaboy, and I still don't have a proper outro.